Today on CCX News, nursing home workers on strike, what they hope to gain and why the solution may not be easy. Union healthcare workers walked off the job Tuesday, picketing a dozen senior facilities around the Twin Cities, including St. Therese and New Hope.
It's difficult, and we pour our all into it to take care of the resident, and it's a lot of work doing. So we need that respect that they need. We need to get paid better, more staffing, so we can be able to get the job done.
The Healthcare Workers Union in St. Therese have been negotiating contracts for more than 7 months. The union is asking for a $25 an hour starting wage. In a press release, St. Therese CEO Craig Abbott said the state legislature needs to help fund nursing home wages. Nursing assistant Montu Tay says she believes nursing homes can afford more.
The more they pay, the better they pay, the better they treat us, the better the company going to get it, the better they're going to have more residents, or more people are going to come in.
Healthcare workers at St. Therese are expected to return to work on Wednesday. Voters were out casting ballots for the Super Tuesday presidential primary. The results help determine who will be on the presidential ballot in November. For the primary, voters can only request a ballot for one political party. CCX News visited polling places at the Plymouth Community Center and Glory of Christ Church in Plymouth to assess the turnout. This is Minnesota's second presidential primary since the state moved away from a caucus system. At the state capitol, the Minnesota House passed a bill honoring a fallen MnDOT worker killed on the job in Plymouth. Michael Gow was doing work on the Rockford Road Bridge project last summer when he was struck by a dump truck in the construction zone. To honor him, the House approved renaming the bridge over Highway 169 the Michael Gow Memorial Bridge. Representative Ginny Cleaborn of Plymouth was the bill's chief author.
Mike never knew a stranger, and his smile drew everyone towards him. He's described by friends as the most loyal person you would ever meet. Not a sit-on-the-couch kind of guy, Mike is described as energetic, and my favorite word, goofy.
Gow was also a volunteer firefighter for 23 years. He was recognized for saving a person from a burning house while working for the Belle Plaine Fire Department. Meanwhile, the House approved a bill that aims to bring school resource officers back to schools. The bill, authored by Representative Cedric Frazier of New Hope, attempts to clear up confusion created by legislation approved last year. That caused about 40 police departments, including Brooklyn Park, Maple Grove, and Plymouth, to pull their officers out of schools. The updated bill defines the role of SROs and requires better training. The bill now heads to the Senate for a vote. One area family wants to thank Plymouth first responders in a big way. I explain what led to Thank a Hero Day and how you can help.
We're gonna go post right side.
March is especially meaningful for the Holmstrom family.
What?
That's because just 4 years ago, their lives changed forever.
Oh!
Lincoln was only 3. He was outside playing in the backyard with his 6-year-old brother, Brody, and my husband was in the garage.
Christy says the boys got adventurous, and Lincoln fell in a creek.
We heard screams.
I was kind of scared.
After Brody called for his parents, his dad, Josh, ran down and jumped in.
I couldn't find him right away. There was a bunch of branches kind of making a little dam there, and that's where he was. So I remember turning around, and I had Lincoln in my arms, and I was yelling at her to call 911, and she said, I already did. And then it was like seconds later, I could hear the sirens of them coming.
The operator talked Christy through CPR until the Plymouth officers arrived.
I remember a tap on my shoulder, and that was the police officers like, you're done now, it's our turn.
The family thought they lost their son, but first responders revived him.
I remember they gave me a couple of popsicles.
That's all we remember from the hospital, so that's good.
And officers kept checking in.
These people truly care so much about the people that they serve.
Even after Lincoln recovered.
They answered the door, and this man said, I've been driving by over and over, waiting to see a vehicle. And Lincoln came running down the stairs, and tears filled his eyes.
The family wanted to give back to those who saved his life.
They're just like, I was just doing my job. And to me, like, you saved my child's life.
Since Lincoln's first Miracle Day, the Holmstroms returned to celebrate Lincoln and his heroes each year.
Thank you very much, and we would give them really good gifts.
Oh, we would give them gifts.
Christy says the death of 3 Burnsville first responders made her family reflect in a different way.
They were just going to a call. And this is where it hit me of this year, I didn't want it to be just our family celebrating Lincoln's Miracle Day. I really wanted the community of Plymouth to come together.
This year, the family is extending Lincoln's Miracle Day to all Plymouth heroes.
Love this one. Everybody's getting some lifesavers because they are lifesavers.
That's everyone. The 170-person fleet of police officers, emergency medical staff, and firefighters.
The gratitude we feel is a lot.
There he goes.
We're so lucky that he's there. It's good to be whole because of them, you know.
The family is still looking for donations to fill 170 gift bags, and there are several ways you can help. We'll share a link at ccxmedia.org. A new attraction in Maple Grove has become a big hit with pickleball players. But as Delane Cleveland reports in this edition of Takeout Tuesday, Pints and Paddle is more than just a place to play America's fastest growing sport.
As the old saying goes, if you build it, they will come.
I just wanted to play some pickleball and have some beer.
And if you offer them food and beer, even more people will come. At least, that's the hope.
Never actually played, but then when you told me I could drink beer and play pickleball, I was like, I'm sold, so let's go.
Pints and Paddle opened in Maple Grove last August, offering 10 pickleball courts where up to 60 people can enjoy at once.
You know, it's kind of fun.
But if you talk to Connor Larson,
It's not just a pickleball facility. We're a lot more than that.
he's quick to remind folks that this venue has a lot more to offer.
You can just come here and get a beer and some great food and hang out and have a good time with your buddies, and you don't have to play pickleball.
One of the big draws is the self-serve tap room, which includes 78 varieties of beer, wine, and cocktails.
The cool thing is that you can just sample a bunch of stuff.
So we're gonna make a classic burger,
And then
and then we smash it.
there's the food.
Nice and crusty.
Pints and Paddle lured chef Noe Lara away from a fine dining restaurant in Minnetonka.
We got the sticky ribs, nice and crispy.
Sticky ribs are one of the signature items.
The taste is really good.
Other popular dishes include the cheese curds, which come with a side of honey dipping sauce. Then there are pickle fries, a classic bacon cheeseburger, and a salmon salad for those seeking a healthier option.
It's really good food. When people come in and try it, like, oh my God, this is so good. I didn't expect this.
It's an active dining experience that's become an increasingly popular way to get people out of their homes.
I can cook decent at home. I mean, you've got to give me a reason to want to come out, and this is the perfect reason.
In Maple Grove, Delane Cleveland, CCX News.